Lady Room. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So,
Welcome.
yeah. I'm always excited when somebody has done something so amazing that is really going to help a lot of kids with that, kids and adults really, because it's absolutely one of those things that really goes into different foods and where they come from and all of that. So it's going to be really, really good to do that. And so don't be rolling the phone up in the covers, Mr. Satchel.
Huh?
You rolling the phone in the covers.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So this week, we've been talking a whole lot about a whole lot. Really just creating creating the life that we want. And so Louise Hay wrote this book called You Can Heal Your Life, right? This book. I love this book. I use this book as a Bible with all my clients because she has something in here called the list. And the list is all about your emotion. Love Well-Being Wednesday. I love it. Thank you so much, Millennia. It is so important that we know that these things exist, that whatever dis-ease that you are experiencing in your body has everything to do with what you are thinking in your mind, what you are feeling, what emotions have been left there. And so when we look through the list, right, in the book, you can see the correlation of the dis-ease you may have or have had or are having now and the probable cause that she listed. A good way is to look up the disease, the physical problem is, and then look at the mental cause and then see if it could be true for you. If it feels true or doesn't feel true, you have to ask yourself, what are the thoughts that could have created this? And then repeat to yourself, I am willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that has created this condition, right? Emmett. And then repeat the new thought pattern that she gives you. And then assume that you are already in the process of healing. And so whenever you think of your condition, you use the thought process that she's given us to release it. So this list is quite extensive. And I'll just start with the things that we know people experience. So let's go to cancer. In the book, it says cancer is the probable emotional cause of cancer. And you tell me if this fits: deep hurt, long-standing resentment, deep secret or grief eating away at the self, carrying hatreds, and feeling what's the use, right? And then the new thought pattern that she gives is I lovingly forgive and release all of the past. I choose to fill my world with joy. I love and approve of myself. Now, I can tell you that in 2011, when my ex husband was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and given 6 months to live, this exact words are the words that I posted all over our house. It was on the refrigerator. It was in the bathroom mirror. It was this affirmation along with pictures of him healthy. Then I made a collage that sat next to the nightstand of all healthy pictures of him before he was sick with this affirmation written all over it. And even if he wasn't saying it out loud, he was definitely seeing it every time he went to the mirror, Every time he went to the refrigerator, every time he walked past a window, every time he went to a door, when I tell you the house was covered with it, it was covered with it. And then we added the supplements, and then we added the good food and all that kind of stuff. And here we are 11 years later, and he is still cancer free and has never, not once ever, had a reoccurrence of that cancer. Now, if you believe that we are connected, mind, body, and soul, then you're going to have to believe that the mind can cause disease in the body, right? And so that's cancer. Now let's go to blood pressure and see what it says about blood pressure. Blood pressure, if it's high, long-standing emotional problem not solved. New thought pattern. I joyously release the past. I am at peace. How about diabetes? And if you have something and you want to know what she says about it, then absolutely put it in the chat, and I will look it up and tell you what she says about it. Let's see. Diabetes. Longing for what might have been, a great need to control, deep sorrow, no sweetness left. And the new thought pattern is, this moment is filled with joy. I now choose to experience the sweetness of today. So if you have something, let me see. I can't see the chat. Is the chat for me or somebody else? Okay. Oh, back pain. Okay, I'll go to back pain. Hold on. Back pain. You're gonna like this one. I know some of these by heart already. Back pain. Back pain, lower back, fear of money, lack of financial support. I trust the process of life. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe is a new thought process. If it's the middle of your back, it is guilt, stuck in all that stuff back there. Get off my back. And the new thought process is, I release the past. I am free to move forward with love in my heart. And if it's your upper back, it's lack of emotional support, feeling unloved, holding back love. And the new thought process is, I love and approve of myself. Life supports and loves me.
Can you repeat the one for the lower back?
Yes. Lower back is your money. Lower back is fear of money, lack of financial support. And the new affirmation is, I trust the process of life. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe. I always know when it's my money. Upper back is your problem. Well, upper back is lack of emotional support, feeling unloved, or holding back love. And so it may not be all of them. It may be all, it may be one. And the new thought process is, I love and approve of myself. Life supports and loves me. If you have asthma, the probable thought process is smother love, inability to breathe for oneself, feeling stifled, suppressed, crying. And a new thought process is, it is safe now for me to take charge of my own life. I choose to be free. Let's see, what else? What else can I pull out? Bleeding gums, lack of joy in the decision made in life. And the new thought process is, I trust the right action is always taking place in my life. I am at peace. Heart attacks. Let's go to that. Let's see. Whose mic is open? That's you, Mr. Satchel, with your mic open.
Oh, no, because I'll get ready to talk. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, talk. Go ahead, say something while I look this up.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
All right. So remember when we were in school?
Mm-hmm.
School.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like when you had a medical problem, you needed a note from your mother.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you remember there were people who would suffer with certain things, and there was people who never was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the book you're reading right now,
yes,
right,
mm-hmm.
Louise Hay,
yes,
a lot of the things you said is attached to what? Emotions.
Yes.
There were people like let me ask you a question. Have you ever suffered with a migraine?
Yes. No, not a migraine. A headache, but not a migraine.
Okay. Look. Listen. Now the Bible do say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says if you believe, right, expect everything. If you don't believe,
yes,
don't expect nothing.
Exactly.
If I first and foremost, I don't know whether I was just a dummy or whatever they called me, but I didn't even know what a freaking migraine was. So people say, listen, first and foremost, I would believe that if you don't like here is the COVID, right?
Yes.
I'm not even worrying about, look, what is that? I don't even believe in it. So guess what? It did say this. If you don't believe, don't expect anything to happen.
Absolutely.
Now I'm just saying this, but look.
It's a couple of variables to that. It's a couple of variables
okay,
to that.
help me out with that one. Yeah, help me out.
So absolutely, there are people who are not participating in COVID. I definitely have not participated in the whole idea of it. Not to say that it's not real. It's very real. We've lost a lot of people to it.
Yes.
But there's those of us who have decided not to participate. And when you don't participate, you're not inundating your thoughts. See, you thoughts become things. That is a real thing. Yes. Your thoughts become things. If you run around saying, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, guess what? You're gonna get it.
Yes.
And then the other part to that is that you have to, when you know that you're going to be moving around and doing things, you have to support the body. If you're running around eating everything that that is not nailed down, that's not good for you, it is not supporting your body. So it doesn't give your body what it needs in order to fight off anything. Your immune systems are low because you haven't given it any good food. Neil says, so a man think, so is he. Absolutely. And that's what happens. You think these thoughts, and then even when you receive a diagnosis, you accept the diagnosis to be true. Listen, my aunt, my girlfriend, she was diagnosed with she had some kind of a block and went to the hospital, had some surgery done, woke up with a port in her neck. They told her, you have cancer. She said, get this out. I didn't ask for this. Get this out. And she said, your mother got cancer. And she left. And she is alive and well and cancer free as well. She did not believe it. She did not accept it. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you should do. I'm saying you should absolutely do whatever intuitive you believe that you should do. Right. And so it is what you believe, for sure. So when it comes to heart attacks, myocardial infarction, it is squeezing all the joy out of the heart in favor of money or position, etc., or anything, in favor of anything other than you. And so the new thought process is, I bring joy back to the center of my heart. I express love to all. When you are doing things that you don't want to do and you keep doing them and you don't want to do them, your heart will absolutely attack you. The lady on my TikTok said, that damn job. Absolutely damn job. For anything with the gums is inability to back up decisions, wishy-washy about life. And so the new thought process is I am a decisive person. I follow through and support myself with love. Let's see what else is there. Let me go to cholesterol. Cholesterol is cholesterol, clogging the channels of joy, fear of accepting joy. And so the new thought process is I choose to love life. My channels of joy are wide open. It is safe to receive. And let's see, arthritis. Arthritis is feeling unloved, criticism, resentment. And the new thought pattern is I am love. I now choose to love and approve of myself. I see others with love. It tells me to also look at joints. So let me do that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Joints. Da, 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 da. I have to sing it in my head so I know where I'm going. Joints represents change in direction in life and the ease of these movements. So the new thought process is I easily flow with change. My life is divinely guided, and I am always going in the best direction. It is so, greetings. It is so important for us to think about our thought processes, and how our thought processes are affecting us, because we've read everywhere, every secret, every everything, every anything, every Abraham, every everything, that thoughts become things. Divine gratitude to you as well, Mr. Horace. Thoughts become things. So if you're thinking, I got it, I've been had it, it's hereditary, I'ma keep it. All of those things that you think are true. And so in my own case, my family, they let me start say we, because it ain't me no more. Everybody got high blood pressure. And so I go to the doctor one day and the doctor says, you have high blood pressure. And I said, interesting. And so she says, so we're going to need to put you on medication because it's hereditary in your family. And I said, I'm going to pass on the medicine. I'm going to go home and I'm going to, look at what I can do holistically, and I'll get back to you. I told her I was going to do something alternatively. And so my doctor said, well, you go ahead and do your alternative medicine, and I'll see you back here in 2 weeks. If in 2 weeks that blood pressure is still the same, then we will be putting you on medication. So one, I went to the book, found that it was emotional issue not dealt with. I come from a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff happened, so I get it. So I said, let me think about what that is, and I did, and then I added. I looked it up holistically what I can do. I added celery, cucumber, and parsley. I juiced them 3 together. And I also used those 3 things and infused my water. And then I watched what I ate, made sure that my diet was as natural and as organic and as plant-based as I could possibly be. And I went back and my blood pressure was normal and has been so forever. And if it ever goes up, then there's breathing exercises that you can do. There's also this hack I read. It's a quarter teaspoon of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar brings it down even faster. I've tested it with a few of my clients. Now, don't you just go doing any old thing if you want medication and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Don't be doing none of the stuff I'm talking about. Food can't hurt you. So if it's food, you probably okay. If it's a cucumber, parsley, and celery, those three together will normalize blood pressure. And you can look it up, Google it. And for cholesterol, it is clogging the channels of joy, fear of accepting joy. I choose to love life. My channels of joy are wide open. It is safe to receive. And so Louise Hay and what she has given us absolutely has changed the life of a lot of my clients. This is exactly where we start, because the thoughts are things. The thoughts can turn into dis-ease. If you are having thoughts about your future and afraid of walking into the future, you just might break your ankle. You remember I broke my ankle? I was looking at a new thing to do. And as looking at this new thing to do, I broke my ankle. That's all about walking into the future. Your legs, your knees, your anything that is for forward motion. If something happens, that is all about your future. Hey, Gigi, welcome. It is so important for that. You low on energy. Absolutely. My family has heart problems. I refuse to accept that heart attack can stop me. Yes, see, your heart is going to attack you. Do you know more heart attacks happen on Sunday night and Monday morning? What is happening on Sunday night and Monday morning? What is it, that thing that most people are doing on Sunday night and Monday morning?
Talking themselves into going to the job they don't want to go to, but have to.
Absolutely. And so as you are doing that, your body is saying, we don't want to go either. If you don't want to go, I don't want to go. Yes, getting ready for the plantation. Listen, if you don't want to go, you have to start thinking about what do you want to do? Because when the more you continue to do things you don't want to do, and then you add not eating right, not in a good environment, all these other variables on top of that, your heart will attack you. Oh, you don't want to not go? Oh, you gonna make us go? Oh, okay, no, we not going. Now, not only are we not going, we going to the hospital. And hopefully you survive so that you can start all over. Listen, this is the only life you get. It's the only one. And nobody is going to get out of it alive. But you get to decide how you're going to live it. Are you going to live it in duress, in stress, and doing things that you hate? Or are you going to find yourself the life of your dreams? Because you can be or do or have anything you want. We've known that. We've known that, but a lot of people are not brave enough to step in it. And it can be scary, but feel the fear and do it anyway. I heard, we've heard so many analogies about fear, false evidence appearing real. Thank you so much. It's citrine. False evidence appearing real. Face everything and run, all of that. But the best one I've heard this year is you coming out alive. I know that's right. The best one that I've heard is finally exiting average reality. Finally exiting average reality. Finally exiting average reality. Are you ready to exit average reality? Well, if you are ready to exit average reality, then that means it's on the other side of your fear. It's on the other side. And everything that you fear a lot of times doesn't even turn out the way that you even believe that it will. Face everything and rise. Yes. But I love the idea of what's on the other side of your fear, what's on the other side of your comfort zone. Every single thing. This list is pages. It starts right here and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 pages of stuff that people are suffering from with thought processes. How about Kemp, you said headaches. Headaches are invalidation of the self-criticism and fear. If you ever get a headache, ask yourself, what are you invalidating yourself about? What are you criticizing yourself about? Ask the question, and then it says fear. And the new thought process is, I love and approve of myself. I see myself and what I do with eyes of love. I am safe. And then if you look at, so that's headaches. So they have another one for migraines, because migraines are even more intense. Let's see what she says about migraines. And y'all tell me if this feels accurate to you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, think about it. And even though, watch this, like you said, it has its variables, right?
Yes.
But when I have never, ever suffered with a migraine, I don't ever get headaches.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, like, you can feel, and even if you feel something in your head that may not feel, but I'm not going to claim it to be the headache.
Yeah.
You follow what? I don't even, that don't even, so, oh my God, I got a headache.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What does that feel like?
Mm-hmm.
It's a feeling there. So the
Yeah.
feeling has to be attached to the emotion.
Yeah.
So what does it feel like? I keep asking people, what does forgiveness feel like? Letting things go.
Yep. And so migraine headache says dislike of being driven, resisting the flow of life, or sexual fears. Sexual fears. It says, I relax into the flow of life and I let life provide all that I need easily, comfortably. Life is for me. And then it was one more. Heartburn. Heartburn says, fear, 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 clutching fear. I breathe freely and fully. I am safe. I trust the process of life. It also tells me to look at stomach problems. So let me do that. And then right after I do that, then I'll let you ask your question or your comment, Laverne. Stomach problems, dread, fear of the new, inability to assimilate the new. Light, and the new process is life agrees with me. I assimilate the new every moment of every day. All is well. Go ahead, Vern.
So I'm listening to Kemp. I asked specifically about the migraines and the heartburn and acid reflux because that was something that I accumulated earlier this year after I had a colonoscopy done. I thought I was having anxiety, which it was probably associated too. But when I got my results back, I was told I had really bad acid reflux and H. pylori. When I was first diagnosed with anxiety, I was sitting in the doctor's office when he literally said, you are having an anxiety attack right now. And he said, what's wrong? So for me, I'm not big on medication. I won't deny what I'm going through, but I like to get to the root of why I'm going through. So I like this, that you're reading what's going on, Darlaina. I do know that the migraines is me not wanting to accept something. So like if I wake up in the morning with a migraine, is probably I had a really bad dream, and that dream was a message, and I don't like having those dreams and having to deal with whatever is going to come from that dream.
Yeah.
The anxiety thing, I started writing to figure out what was causing it. And that's how I was able to not have it anymore. Yeah. But I had it. Yeah. So I get the whole, I do agree with Kemp on, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, I got a headache, because we will do that. Yes. Just say something and giving us something that we don't even have. Yes. But I like to acknowledge what I'm feeling so that I can figure out why I'm feeling that way. Absolutely. And so you definitely helping with reading what the different things are, because I like to get to the root of what is scaring me. I know when something is scaring me, what kind of things my body goes through when I'm afraid and stuff like that. Yes. I go to the bathroom a lot. Yes. When I'm in fear and when my nerves are shot. So just knowing what's causing it. And just like if you get a headache from high blood pressure is caused from foods that's stressing out your body. High blood pressure is caused from the stress that you're dealing with every day. And that's what's causing the headache. So it's always a root and a reason to combat what is going on. Yes.
Yes.
We absolutely can speak.
Even the acid reflux.
Yep.
I've had acid reflux.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've felt that before. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it's just like, y'all remember the plane? Remember when I was in the daggone plane and I was looking at the girl across, the girls that was next to me, the man and the husband, and he kissing her. And I'm like, man, why don't y'all go get a room or something? I mean, I was like, oh man. And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Yeah. And you gotta ask. But then you said, like Laverne just said, it ain't got nothing to do with someone else. Yes. Oh, she gave me a headache. Oh, he gave me this. Or, oh, she made me do this. Or he did this. No, you got to ask yourself.
Ask yourself.
Right?
What it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nicole.
You were spot on this morning. My back has been kicking my ass. Since we got home from vacation, I'm just like, what the hell is going on with my back? I'm getting ready to go to acupuncture on the weekend because my back has been so jacked up. And in the same sentence, yes, I have been stressed out about money. I have a little commission coming in from a trip that I booked, but those Meg calls have got me stressed the hell out about what I'm trying to do with my money. Where should I put it? How should I navigate stuff? What should I be doing and not doing?
Yeah.
It's stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And spot on. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. This is the work that I've been doing for the past, I don't know. It started with myself because I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Anything to do with the heart is automatically heartache and heartbreak as well. So absolutely, I experienced heartache, I experienced heartbreak, and it absolutely manifested in the heart disease. And a lot of times what happens too is when emotions come up, we have a tendency to press them down and not let them process out. We push them down and we push them down, we push them down, we push them down, we push them down, and then it's nowhere to push them down. There's no more compartments left for it to go. And so when we don't process them, it internalizes and causes dis-ease. Dis-ease is just a disruption in the body. It's just causing something somewhere, and it's all in relation to something. Go ahead, Bridget.
I started writing my 4th book, and it is called The Circulation of God. And the circulation of God is the heart. And as I write this book, I know I am releasing and healing myself from all of the mental child habits that I have held on over the years of all the experiences. And this is why I haven't written a book, because of the personal development that I've had over the past years of my life and the growth that I've experienced. I don't tell my story from the same angle anymore.
Absolutely.
I realized that, hey, it was me. Like, I remember when I first started doing personal development, Dr. Bobo said to me, he said, Bridget, ain't nobody stopping you but you. And I looked at him like, what you talking about? Like, at that moment, I was like, what? What you mean? It's only me. It's only me. I was like, I had a whole list of things that was stopping me, but me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as I began to grow and realize that it was my own heart, the power has always been within me to say what my life is to be anyway, and to release that stuff and lay aside those weights. Our bodies and our spirits were not meant to carry the weight of the world. We were not meant to carry it.
Absolutely.
We were not meant to carry it. And so the heart thing is so confirmational for me, because all of those things, high blood pressure, that's the medicine I take. High blood pressure and acid reflux. Whenever I get into a high anxiety level or stress level, my acid reflux be off. Stop that. It's not mine. It's not mine. Right. The acid reflux will show up, because I just wrote, don't take ownership of the sickness. It don't belong to me. No, it don't belong to me.
Yes.
So
I have
it.
Go ahead.
What you say?
No, go ahead.
I was basically just noticing, like last week I was at work and I had all of that acid reflux on my chest, and when I tried to start eating something, when I tell you everything I started to eat came right back up, and it's an emotional sign that you need to release something.
Absolutely,
it's something in your gut, in your spiritual gut.
It's fear
that you need to let go.
It's fear. It's fear of whatever it is that you're experiencing. And when it comes to, this heartbreak and heartache around losing my parents, that is tough. Death is tough. And when people say, oh, time heals all wounds, I think time heals a wound if you get cut on your hand. But a cut in your heart that way, losing your mom, losing your dad, the people that you grew up with in the same house, it's a different type of loss. And I don't believe that wound ever heals. What I believe time does is make it tolerable. It makes you remember the good times. It makes you able to laugh and just allow yourself to go through the stages. There's stages of grief, and sometimes we need help getting through the stages. Sometimes you might have to see a therapist, a grief specialist, somebody that can help you understand, this whole process, because it's a process. And I absolutely understand it even more, And so, Neil, I understand that losing somebody is difficult, and it absolutely can live in your heart as heartache and heartbreak. But what I always thought about was what my parents would think and what my parents would say. And because I had them as long as I did, I lost my dad in my 40s. I lost my mother in my 50s. And so in that, I know them. And so we have to take comfort in knowing them. And when you know them, you know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to do. I hear my dad cracking up laughing in my ear so much when things come up. My dad was the person that he reminded me of the good Bill Cosby. Like, he was Bill Cosby. He gave us cake for breakfast. He put everything in one pot and made dinner for us we called the daddy stroll together. And he would, when I got married and had kids and I would have trouble, my dad would lean in and he'd just go. He say, having a little trouble. And he said, girl, you're going to be all right. Don't you worry about it. I remember when I lost my house and I said, well, Dad, you think I should put my stuff in storage? He said, no, girl. He said, I done seen you make house so many times. I know you can make house again anytime with any little thing. And so that's the blessing. The blessing is you know them. You knew them. They will always be with you here. They will always have the answer. You know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to do. So live in that. And in that, you can bring joy to your heart again. You can bring love to your heart again. And know that, for one, if I balled up in the corner and sat in the corner and didn't do the work that I'm doing now, or didn't do something, my dad would be so upset with me. My mother would be so upset with me. And you know, the person who loves you doesn't want that for you. They don't want you living in heartache and heartbreak. They absolutely don't want it to manifest into a disease. So it is so important for us to recognize when there's dis-ease in the body, knowing that there is a thought process that's causing it. And along with the affirmation to resolve the thought process, eating the right food, taking supplements, drinking water. Listen, a headache can be resolved with just drinking water, because some of you are in such a state of dehydration that is causing so many other things. If you take your finger, right, any finger, pinch it. I saw this trick. I'm not dehydrated, but pinch it. And if your skin stays together, I'm gonna try to hold it long enough to make it do it. If your skin stays together like this, I'm holding it. If it stays pinched up, can you see that? If it stays pinched up, you're dehydrated. Drink water. Drink water. There's so many holistic modalities that are out there for you to be able to take care of yourself. I am not against doctors or hospitals or anything. Yep, fruit is good. Watermelon has a lot of water. Tomatoes are considered fruit. They have a lot of water. So there's a lot of things that you can do. And so it is important for us to make sure that we are giving our bodies everything it needs in order to heal itself. All you have to do is give it that. Add a little lemon to your water, add a little lime to your water, add a little sea salt, and now you got alkaline water that you made yourself in your own house. It's so many things that you can do to take care of you. You only get this one body. And some people are living in their one body, living in hell, because everything is wrong and everything is broken. Nothing is in, no, they're not in shalom. You're not in shalom. Everything's broken, everything's missing, and everything is lacking. And the one thing that you have control over is your body, and you have control over it now. So drink your water, move your body, go for a walk up and down your own steps, walk around your house, do some chair exercises if you want to sit in your chair all day. Do something to care for you. You are the only you that you get, and you are the only person that's going to be responsible for taking care of you. No one else is going to come to you and say, did you drink water today? Did you eat good food today? Did you have breakfast? Did you have lunch? Did you have dinner? Did you move your body for 15 minutes? When I was diagnosed with the congestive heart failure, the doctor gave me, the holistic doctor gave me 19 herbs. He told me exercise for 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes every day, not 15 minutes 3 times a week, 15 minutes every day, and drink 8 glasses of water, and I would live a long time. And I purport to tell you the same thing. Whatever it is a thought process. Add the things that your body needs in order to heal itself. Right? And drink your water and take care of you.
Wow. So you're saying your body talks to you then?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
it's always talking.
It's communicating some, and that's why, what's the name of this? I keep asking you, Louise Hay's book.
Yeah,
because she got several out there, but what's the name of the
this one? With the one with the list is called "You Can Heal Your Life." This is the deluxe edition. The regular one has it's not as pretty as this one. It's just like 2 colors, but this is the deluxe one. The pages are like glossy and plastic. So because I've had this book a long time, This is probably
very long time.
Very long time. I'm telling you, I started it with Vaughn. I started with me in 2003. That's when I was diagnosed with the congestive heart failure, 2003. And this book, I don't even know how I got it. I really can't tell you. The things that we need, God sends to us for us to do whatever. And so I got the information, took care of myself. Taking care of myself led me to taking care of Vaughn, and taking care of Vaughn led me now to taking care of all of you. And so this is my work. This is my life's work. It is the work that I get to do. It is the work that I get to do in the Healing House of Roses. It is why I became a holistic healer and an emotion code practitioner. Next week, I will go into what the emotion code is and how it coincides with what Louise Hay has taught. I am so grateful to do this work. If that's you and you need whatever, a conversation, by all means, please reach out and touch me. Reach out and ask a question. Reach out and get the answers for you. Even if it's just the affirmation for whatever it is that you're suffering from, as you continue to do whatever feels good for you. That's the last thing I'm going to tell you. When you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, you have this, right? And then they prescribe the medication for you. If you have a knee-jerk response and you want to say no, because your body, upon hearing whatever it is saying, nah, I'm not taking. Because there's a catch-22 with pharmaceutical drugs. The catch is, for everything that it fixes, it breaks something else. These side effects that they tell us about in these medications, they tell us because they have to tell us, because it's going to happen. There's not a thing where, oh, I'm stronger and it's not going to happen to me. No, over time, it's going to happen to you. One of the, there's a doctor, her name is Dr. Rita McGuire. She's out of Chicago. She's an OBGYN. And we did some work together in the CBD space. And she told me that Lipitor, which is a drug that is given for cholesterol, Lipitor, she said, is the true gateway drug, because Lipitor will fix the cholesterol, but it breaks 5 other things. And the 5 things I remember, Lipitor causes dementia, it causes diabetes, and it causes liver problems. There's 2 other things I can't quite remember. But if that's something that you're taking, absolutely pay attention. And when I repeated it in a room somewhere, there was a woman there and she says, oh my God, my mother is taking that. And we would kind of figure out how she got diabetes, because mommy never had no problems with diabetes. And then yes, red meat can cause Alzheimer's. Yes, yes. Because cows get mad cow disease, and mad cow disease in humans is Alzheimer's. And so we have to be so mindful of what we are taking into our bodies. Be mindful what pharmaceuticals do. Read the paperwork. They give it to you, and then you get the little paper that's inside the medication. Read it so you know what you are exposing yourself to. And if you're not willing to break something for fixing one thing, find another way. You can fix most things with diet, with exercise, and food. And then you can add the icing on the cake with the cherry with some sort of herbal supplementation. I have many, many clients that have done that. The name of the book is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for being here for Wellbeing Wednesday. I will be back next Wednesday with another amazing thought. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for not just listening, but hearing and applying what you hear. So I'm thankful. Mr. Satchel, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
I do. Yes.
Okay, say it.
Oh, all right. Listen. What's the deal? So we have been invited to stay on this cruise ship.
Oh,
What
Lord.
the hell?
For another week.
Lies
Wow.
you tell. That's amazing.
Hold on. This is the deal, though. Let me share something with you guys. Lynn is going to show you something that we just received. It was crazy, right? Y'all ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Yeah. I just can't make this. I can't make this stuff up.
You on a high vibration. Listen. As long as you on a high vibration, everything good is going to come. All that happiness and all that joy just brings more things that create happiness and joy. That's how it goes.
Whoa, look, y'all. Look what we have. I got to turn it around. That's the camera's there. Oh, I can't? No, you can't.
Keep the angles. We not trying to see her in pajamas.
What's that? You got a captain pack?
Looks like he's in a suite.
Oh, what's that? A medallion?
Show us again, Kim. We can't see it. Well, we see his
MSC. Lynn.
VIP.
Guest.
MSC guest.
Wow. That's because y'all ain't want to leave. Y'all ain't want to leave. So since y'all didn't want to leave, they said, well, we're not going to make you leave.
Listen, says she wouldn't necessarily say that she's been kidnapped. But listen.
That's a good kidnapping.
That's a good kidnap.
That's a good nap kipping.
Oh my God.
Me.
You know,
come kidnap me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so
the thing about it is, and like I keep on telling us, like when I say I can't make this stuff up, it is so freaking, it's like, and I want you all to experience it.
Yeah.
So today's call it's just going to affirm a few things here. When you ask yourself, these are the things that we said, personal development is personal. It has nothing to do with you, me. And in fact, many of us, we wouldn't even talk right when we first came in here. You'd be like, I be telling this person and I tell them this and I tell them that. Mm-hmm. You can't tell nobody nothing. Yes. Shut up. You gotta talk like a person says, well, I wish I could just walk away from my job.
Turn the camera back around. Turn the camera back around. We don't want to see the news.
Yeah. Shut up. I wish I could. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, your life is your life. Like Darlaina said it today. We got one life to live. Mm-hmm. Do you hear me? That's it.
Yes.
People are saying, why do you do certain things? The way I've been thinking here lately, and I'm saying, do I gotta live the life that Brenda's living, or do I gotta live the life that Daddy Tom is living, or somebody else, or do I gotta do what, but at the end of the day, and I would always say in the front of the room, remember when you wanted to play rope? You just watched them. Just watch. Mm-hmm. And it cost you nothing, you just watched. But I guarantee you, right, everybody on the face of this earth right now, if there is no kind of ligaments or bone or something wrong, we all bleed the same, correct?
Yes. Yes.
We all wake up, we breathe the same air.
Yes.
Right? So that means we all have the ability to do whatever we like.
Yes. Now,
the thing is, do you need somebody to fire you, or do you can take control of your life? No. I gotta do something. I gotta go. I'm deuces. Like I said it. I remember when I was talking about we always said the car. Do you realize when I used to say it was me? I said, man, but we blamed everything else.
Yes. Yes.
You said it on point today, ladies and gentlemen. Brenda, look. What? You ain't doing what? I wish you would. This is the questions that you gotta start asking you. And I said, Lord, I want to know, because your spirit lines up with everybody somehow. whether it's a good way or it's a bad way. It doesn't have to mean that this, nope, I'm not going to do it. So I am so appreciative of you on this day. And hopefully everybody that heard the call today, you received something from this call. Am I making sense?
Yes.
And God bless you. Continue to let's go out. But I'm gonna be out here another week, guys. That I just I'm letting y'all know that now. All right.
I guess. Well, listen. Mail me the keys to the house, and I'm gonna just go to Florida myself, and y'all ain't got to be there. I'm just gonna go. I'll be there whenever y'all get back.
Listen, when you get there, I'll email you the number. Just hit the number you're in. You know we don't have keys no more.
You're right. I don't have keys to my house either. So you're right. You're right. You're right. No keys. No keys. No keys.
There ain't no keys. Ain't
no keys.
What?
No keys. No number. Absolutely.
The dog.
Yes.
And if you ain't supposed to be there, Sierra let you know you ain't supposed
to be. Yes. I am so grateful. Thank you for being. Thank you for being the evidence, Mr. Satchel. We have watched you.
Yes.
We have watched you. Me since 2014. Some people more than that, and we've watched you delve and push and choose and pick this company that didn't work out. Pick that investment that didn't work out. Let's try another one that didn't work out. It got to the point, and I remember Vern said it, and I said it too. I ain't doing no more. And look, we looking at you now, and it's like the persistency and consistency is what is paying off. The consistency of you continuing to do the work, continuing to not only do it for yourself, but for all of us too, because you could have kept all that information to yourself. Even for those of us who was kicking and screaming and saying no. You like, yo, listen, I'm telling you, God do what I do. God do what I do. Not what I do what I do. And so many people are blessed because of it. You know, Terrence is screaming from the rooftops. I know Nicole is, and Debbie Vitale's like, we got to keep looking at our investments. We got to keep looking at our stuff. And we are looking at our stuff, and we are looking at life differently. And it's all because you wanted to read a book. So we are so grateful and so thankful for you. Thank you for being the evidence, because we on your heels, okay? We coming too. You not next year this time. We with you. We with you. They're gonna have to. I hope they got a lot of them circles. I hope they got a lot of them little circles, because they're gonna have to give them to all of us. And you know how they say behind every man is a good woman. Yes, Lady Lynn, making sure that everything goes according to plan, making sure that all of the logistics is handled. So we will be remiss if we did not mention Miss Deidre Lynn over there doing all that she does to make you look amazing, because probably she the one doing all of the, once you say it, she probably like, oh God, what I gotta do? Okay, who I gotta censor? Listen. Soon as he deal it, you the one got to deal the cards. So I get it. I know it, and we are so grateful for you, because we know that you are absolutely the movement behind that big train that he has. He has such a big heart for everything that he is doing, and we know that you are there to make sure that he executes everything that he says out of his mouth. So we are so grateful for you as well, Lady Lynn. You deserve every minute that you're there. You look so relaxed and so much at peace. And I'm so grateful that you guys are doing that, because you are absolutely the evidence. You are relationship goals, you are travel goals, you are love goals, you are all the goals that people are looking for. So thank you again for just being who you both are. And we so appreciate you. So keep being amazing. We thank you, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thank you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take control over your life, because if you don't, somebody else will, and you ain't gonna be able to be on vacation for 2 months at a time.
Continue to be blessed and enjoy.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Darlaina, Dr. Motivator. Everybody else here.
Have an amazing,
awesome day.
Yes. All right, everybody. Bye for now. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching in all my social places. You guys are amazing. Thank you again. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, Instagram. All right. Thank you for watching on YouTube, Facebook, and